The hit Fox reality series Special Forces World's Toughest Test follows a group of celebrities as they endure grueling mental and physical challenges at the behest of ex-Special Forces operatives. In anticipation of Special Forces Season 2, which is currently airing Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox, our very own Xfinity TV editor Sammy sat down with cast members JoJo Siwa and Nick Viall for an all-new episode of Xfinity Hangouts. Sammy, it's you again. Tell us more about it.
It's me again. Yes, I had a chance to sit down with JoJo and Nick to talk about Special Forces. I had a great time talking with them. They were both so fun, but let's take a look at the episode. Was there ever a moment during the show where you said to yourself, oh my God, what did I get myself into? What am I doing here?
Literally the first 10 seconds. So like the first day we're all riding in the car and like, it's fun. Like it's a bunch of celebrities that you've never met before, reality stars, athletes, and then out of nowhere, boom, fire, gun, get down. And literally all of us were just like, what did we just sign up for? Like it just snapped right away.
How was experiencing that with a group of other celebrities that you may or may not have known?
What's wild to me is I've questioned now, like, how have these people become my family? Like, I wasn't with them for that long amount of time, but it's because, you know, you're torn away from your family, your friends, you can't talk to anybody you know. And so, like, these people really do become who you depend on in the time that you're at selection. And so, like, we bonded like this.
Can you tell me more about these special sandwich days that you had and your aversion to mayo?
Yeah, I hate mayo. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a picky eater. I'm a bit of a snobby eater, and I've been very privileged to eat what I want and the ingredients I want to eat. And I think more than anything, that was the biggest struggle for me. You know, we're being pushed 18 hours a day, extreme physical activity, and you really need to get your calories in. And that was something I think I definitely struggled to do. The sandwiches were, you know, they were great sandwiches, but they were definitely not custom made for any picky eaters like myself.
Nick looked like he was still being held hostage in that clip.
But I really did have a great time interviewing both JoJo and Nick. JoJo came in with a lot of energy. She was really fun to talk to. I would say she was an absolute hoot, actually. She actually told some really great stories about her time while she was filming. And in that segment I shared, she went on to talk about the relationship that she developed with Nick specifically, and how one time her feet were so cold from being outside in the boots that like he actually rubbed her toes to warm her up. And she alluded to these special sandwich days that everyone knew that Nick didn't like mayo. And so if there was a sandwich without mayo, they always pulled it aside for him, which led to the question that I had to ask Nick about these special sandwich days. I needed to know more about the mayo, which is valid as an additional picky eater. I really resonate with that. So yeah, I kind of loved his answer about being a picky eater and like that being one of the challenges of being out in the elements and competing in special forces training, but not being able to eat the sandwiches you want.
Yeah. For people who don't know, why are JoJo and Nick famous?
JoJo Siwa, good question. JoJo Siwa is famous for being on Dance Moms, most notably, and then went on to do a series of additional dance-related projects and programming. You may have seen her with the bow in her hair. That was like her thing for a while, but has since started doing other projects and kind of broadening her range. And then Nick Viall is famous for first being in the Bachelor universe. I watched him when he competed in, I think it was Caitlin's season way back when. And then he came back and was the Bachelor. And then I think he came back again and tried to like join the cast of another Bachelorette season. He was around a lot. And then he was in Dancing with the Stars, which JoJo was also on Dancing with the Stars. And now he has a podcast called The Viall Files and interviews celebrities and his friends about life and love. So yeah, I was a fan of Nick Viall, so it was exciting to talk to him.
Yeah, this show is no joke. I mean, they don't pull any punches in terms of what they put these stars through, and I'm always surprised at who joined in the 2 whole seasons they've had, who they've actually gotten to do this. Like Tara Reid was in this season. What's his name? Tom Sandoval.
Yep.
Was in this season too, and like fresh off his Scandival was out there, and who else? Brian Austin Green, I think, was in it. It's really, and yeah, they don't pamper them. They're out in the mud, like getting their butts kicked.
And I think what's interesting about this show as well is that there's no winner per se. It's not like every week there's an elimination and someone goes home and you're the last one standing and you get a prize. There's none of that. It's really just, can you as a celebrity and a human make it through the special forces training and prove to yourself or whoever you're trying to prove it to that you can do it. So I just think that's an interesting thing.
I was gonna say, I like the idea that they're themselves. You know, you're always seeing them in character. I mean, at least Nick is like a reality star, so I'm assuming that's him. But you know, you get to see JoJo in her natural element. Like, if I fall, I'm gonna freak out. You know, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get upset. So I'm very curious to see how that goes down.
Well, Special Forces World's Toughest Test airs Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox, and you can check out Sammy's full interview with JoJo Siwa and Nick Viall simply by saying Hangouts into your Xfinity voice remote.